while Tom today is eating out in front. Probably you think that this rain is a bad omen. Wrong, wrong. Those of you who will think for a moment about the daily, weekly, and festival prayers will know that the Lord said, if you obey my commandments,
Are you taking my picture?
The rain to come, will eat, will flourish. This is indeed a moment.
We will ensure that there is a special place to nurture our heritage. The work begun here of brick and mortar is not only work of our hands, but of our hearts.
Thank you very much, Judge Weiss, Rabbi Sultan, Rabbi Steen, other distinguished members of the rabbinate who may be present, Senator Nebraska, Judge Harris, Alderman Greenstein, Carl, Leo, Steve, other members of the dais, members of the committee, and friends. I'm delighted to be here on this very special occasion for all the members of Temple Israel and for the community in general. And I must say to my good friend Lenny Weiss, it's good to be seeing more of him today. As you may know, he's back out on the campaign trail. I don't want to bring up politics at this kind of a gathering. But as you know, he's one of the most talented public servants of our time, a very board in the Capital District, and I'm delighted to be out with him at more and more occasions, but I've been somewhat amused by the way he begins his presentation, especially when there's a large group of public officials present. And he starts talking about the fact that he was elected to the Supreme Court, about their hopes and dreams and aspirations and the challenges and opportunities which lie before them. And I was advised after I gave that commencement address of what had happened at this holy place the night before. And I got in the car and I came here, and several members of your congregation brought me upstairs and they showed me the charred remains of where your rabbi sits and the damage done to that beam. And I was asked, isn't it sad? And my response was, it's more than sad, it is sick. And I was disappointed, and I was depressed. And those are understandable feelings at a moment like that. But thank God for an individual like Paul Silken, your rabbi and my teacher, who immediately spoke the words, "Fire can destroy, but in this case, fire welded together." Now I have a feeling of what it is to be in politics. Turnout here, because as I look over and see each and every face in front of me, it transforms into a dollar sign. Now I also know how rabbis and ministers and preachers must feel when they come to their service with a prepared message and 50 people show up. So that's one message. But I see before me 500 people, and I've added a sheet to my message. 1952, 40 years ago, it seems just like yesterday. We gathered on this land, the Weiss Farm, to break ground for our synagogue and educational center. Through the 50s, through the 60s, through the 70s, we're called upon to support the congregation as its program for the members and community expander.
moment, and I haven't had a chance to tally the cards that came in this morning. We have over $85,000 from 38 members of the congregation.
Harris and Danny Sanders. If any of you
tells people find painful memories. And before those wounds could heal, it happened again. Someone in October of 1991 plastered the Temple Israel Synagogue with posters denouncing Judaism. And in May, fire officials said an arsonist was behind a fire that damaged the temple's main sanctuary. There's no proof it was a racial act, but no one is saying for sure that it wasn't.
It's more than sad. It is sick. And I was disappointed. And I was depressed.
But whether it was an anti-Semitic act or not, attacks against this synagogue seem only to strengthen this congregation and its resolve to build a brighter and a better future. As is evident here in groundbreaking ceremonies just 2 weeks after the fire for a $1.5 million expansion project that includes additions to the Hebrew school and office spaces. Even the rain couldn't dampen spirits.
We were hoping, of course, for nice weather, but we brought the dirt to our congregants as opposed to having them have to go out there. Circumstances surrounding the fire that we had here were very upsetting to many of our members. But as you can see here today, the outpouring of concern for the synagogue and particularly its growth into the future, I think represents the fact that our membership is very confident that the synagogue will continue to grow.
Elaine Houston, News Channel 13 in Albany.
Temple Israel. 2 weeks ago, it was the scene of an arson fire. Today, the temple broke ground for a major expansion. Ed O'Brien has more on the temple and the spirit of its congregation.
And what a difference in emotions, Mary Beth. The timing of today's celebration was strictly a coincidence, but the symbolism was just as important. Just 2 weeks after that damaging blaze, a congregation of the Temple Israel has trained its focus now on the future.
Get your hats for a souvenir!
A decidedly upbeat spirit at the temple for this morning's ceremony. A 90-minute combination of speeches, music, and dance. It's hard to believe that only 2 weeks ago, many of these same people were here for a much different reason. A fire someone deliberately set, one that did damage to the sanctuary. Part of the original temple, Leo Path helped get built back in the 50s.
Well, I came right over, as hundreds of other members did. It was very, very uncomfortable feeling, but thank God it wasn't worse.
And strangely enough, the people here have somehow managed to turn that sad day into something of a bonus.
When the fire took place, everybody was shocked and upset. And I said, as fire can destroy, they can weld people together. And they welded all the members of the congregation together, members of the community, Jew and non-Jew.
And now that congregation is getting together to add $1.5 million worth of improvements to the temple. They're calling it their 21st century rebuilding project.
Throughout the course of our history, we've suffered adversity and persecution. We've picked ourselves from the ashes of destruction to rebuild and to rejoice and to go on in a positive way.
Now, by the way, some of the scheduled improvements include a new main entrance, new offices and meeting rooms, and a new fire and burglar alarm system at a cost of over $100,000, Mary Beth.
The weather forced this to be a bit of an unusual groundbreaking?
Yeah, they brought the dirt right in with them and did the groundbreaking inside.
Yeah, might as well.
Sure.
All right, thanks, Ed.